Hello everyone, sorry for you probably seeing me number one, just gonna check recording, okay yeah, sorry. I'm going to, if you did not see my other video, I'm going to, I already hinted the other one, sorry, that I'm going to review, sort of like talk about a horror game. Now, one little thing about me is that I'm not a person who's really scared of horror movies or horror games, really, like Soma or, let's see, like some of the Far Cry games. Sometimes there's jump scares they have in that. Or, let's see, there's some other horror games I'm not really afraid of, like Penumbra or Amnesia. Like, I might have a little bit of a startle from Amnesia, but that's kind of expected. But, you know, I'm not scared. I'm usually just like, well, okay then. Sorry for all the bumping. I'm trying to reset my chair. I just kind of got out of it to look at the Discord chat for Monstrum, which is the game we're talking about today. Now, Monstrum freaks me out. I am scared of Monstrum. I am scared to play it sometimes. Just the thought of being chased down by some of the monsters in Monstrum. Oh, the AI. You know, it's AI, so since I know it's robotic, well, in a way, not really robotic, but since I know it's artificial intelligence, it makes me even more scared. Now, I will review Monstrum 1 and the next game of it, pretty much. Of course, you're probably already gonna know what it is by me saying that, but, Team Junkfish, if you're watching this, thank you. You have made a game that has finally scared me, and I love it. I'm finally scared in my life, unless it's something that's up front, like, if I know it's behind a screen, I'm not really gonna be that scared, but if it's something up front, like a gun to my face or whatever, you know, I'd probably be a little bit scared. Not a little bit, actually. I'd be very scared. So I'm going to go to the wiki for that. Do not look at that stuff. Strum. Now, yeah, it's on Steam. There's a wiki fandom. Now, the first monster you'll see, oh, is right there. This is pretty much the base of the game. Wow, this is new. Well, I am going to look at this stuff too. I think I might have gotten a new stuff. Alright, so monsters. The first one you're going to see up front is the Brew. He is pretty much the face of the game. This is an older model of him. He doesn't look like this anymore. But, because you can see here, like a Pokemon card, this card says what he is. He's low intelligence. He's very dumb, actually. He's not smart about knowing where you really are. He's very strong, as you can see, and he's fast. He's the fastest and the strongest monster there is. He's a large, heavy-built, bipedal monster. At first glance, appears to be composed of rock or lava, with an extremely hot glowing core that causes orange light to project from its eyes and mouth. Close inspection of the root suggests that its body may be comprised of thick, charred flesh, and that its hands and feet are curiously human-like. And as it says that, if I can get a better look at it, you have to be able to see some of the human parts of it, like the human aspects. There we go, here's a good one. Or I guess there is no such thing as zooming in. I would zoom in, but there's his hand. He has regular human feet as well, but there's a hand of his. He went over a trap that already has been activated now, which should slow down the monsters a little bit. Another pit trap. Yep, him tripping on pit traps. You can go on their heads as like kind of like a sort of glitch kind of thing. Well, not really glitch, but it's a thing you can do. That kind of break. That's just not fun. Now the Brute, he can bash down a door. Like as soon as you close it, if he's running after you, he'll just break it open. As you saw from that one picture, he will. I'm gonna go back to him actually. He will just. Actually, right there it shows that the door was just closed, and he'll just. Yep, his name suggests that it revolves around raw strength and aggression. He is very dumb. I'll let you pause through so I'll just be like this. There's this for warning signs, tips, and bam. So, what you want to do is just not get spotted. He's very weak against an item called the fire extinguisher, which affects all monsters except for the last one I'm going to talk about. It's dangerous to use against him, but well, that was weird. It can affect. I already know. It can affect the brute a lot since he's made of fire and it's just fire extinguisher. It's going to hurt him a lot. So if you read that, that's pretty much the entire thing about him. The hunter now is a alien gray, all moderate kind of thing. Like it knows to check nearby doors whenever you're done when it's done chasing you. It's not strong, but it's not weak, and it's got good speed. Like you can actually outrun this thing with its moderate speed. Yeah, it can pull people out of areas. It actually opens its jaw like that. Here's a good close-up picture. That's not what it looks like. I think it's might have been like some sort of. Maybe it is from a holder, but here's one of its death animations that are killing you. As monsters, you can't like terminate / destroy them / kill them or whatever. You can't do any of that with any of these monsters. You can only just deter them, you know, or you know, if you're bad at the game, which I kind of am, delaying the inevitable. Now, I'll let you do this look at this alien gray thing. I'll let you pause. I'll let you pause through as I just kind of go down. Warning signs. And tips. So you can see right there, it's eating you. Next monster would be the Fiend. I can tell you, this is his whole body. If you saw my Gmod video, you'll kind of get a better look at this with the purple mist. But his purple mist is greater than that of like the Gmod one or whatever. Like it surrounds him. Now, Fiend is a corpse skeletal kind of looking like creature. It's only human looking like because it has some melted ears on the side. You can kind of see this one. Otherwise, it has psychokinesis, which is the ability to manipulate objects, like as in locking a door, but with your mind, not really locking it, but like just kind of pushing against it the opposite way if someone's whatever with it, or just make sure it's closed. That's what it usually does with the doors with the psychokinesis. Otherwise, it has psychological powers, such as a mind shock, kind of, but slows you down. I'll let you read the description about him. Here's abilities. 1. Abilities 2. Here's warning signs. And tips. So yeah. This is like some pictures of people dying to the Fiend. He is scary. He doesn't even really have eyes. There's dots inside of his eye sockets. Here's a brightened picture to see the Fiend a bit better. The game's really dark, and the purple mist doesn't even help to see the Fiend himself until he's like just right there, pretty much. Here kind of would be an example. So with this kind of, it's hard to see his eyes until you're just in his death animation. You're just that close to him. Yeah, the Fiend's very powerful, and it only takes from you to be like about 3 feet in front of the monster, like in-game feet, I think, or like 5 in-game feet, to get murdered. Hi, nice. But yeah, there's the ship. You're on a ship. You're in the water. I will explain a little bit of the story. Essentially what's happening is that you're at Hong Kong, China, 1979, 76, somewhere around there. That's when this whole game takes place. And there's a mysterious cargo, unmarked. It's, you know, looks like it kind of explodes later on. It suggests that, like, people go missing, some sort of, like, violence maybe, kind of. Like, people are kind of a bit like, what is wrong? What is happening? Like, some, violence isn't like something's hurting people like a brute or a hunter or a fiend. That, and pretty much what's inside the cargo could be whatever you have. And another thing about this thing is that it's a randomly generated game. It's like no two games are the same. Maybe similar, but not the same. Actually, yeah, randomly generated layout, and are different in each game. Each new game. Basically, sections are the same, however, and for procedural generation only occurs within predetermined sections. Most of those rooms contain items, however, some may not. Upper decks, there's a bridge, a loading area where you can find a lot of stuff here, like glow sticks, a pump for the life raft, which is right there, should be. Find all kinds of stuff. There's a mess hall. I've never been in the mess hall at all. Actually, I haven't, only once in the PS4 playthrough. I do not have this on my computer, only on my PS4. Yeah, there's a recreational area. Pretty, kind of more easy to place to see, especially security rooms are usually on like deck 6, deck 7, usually. Yeah, you have the cargo hold where you can read all of this pretty much. It will probably say it better than I would. Yeah, here's the lower decks, like very low. Like the decks that would be underwater if the ship were not a ship. Cargo hold, there's an engine, submarine for one of the escapes. Main deck, there's a helipad for the helicopter to escape. Yeah, generic rooms, I guess would be like the upper decks, or room CO7, oh yes. C24 and C35, these are rooms that are always a thing, but they'll be at random areas. So yeah, here's a lower decks where there's gonna be rooms that are always gonna be a thing, which should be almost all the rooms. Yeah, there's pit traps that will try to, 5 and 6, they're unstable areas of the floor that will cause the player to trip if they run over them, and they'll be ruined up, like you'll see them get torn. Whoa, why is that? And you can run over them. Security cameras, when they look at you for a certain amount of time, you get like an early warning, kind of like beeping sound, like a da 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 da, and then it's clearing, like it plays out a horn that should attract the monster from almost at the end of the ship. Matters where you are. There's steam pipes for lower decks. These are usually in the main upper decks, actually, like crew, like the crew decks, like from 5, 6, 7, and 8, which is the bridge. Or 8, yeah, I guess the only special room in 8 is the bridge. Steam pipes, which are in the lower decks, which would be 4, 3, 2, and 1, would be these steam pipes. They'll, looks like that's the one that would go Wait, maybe that one actually, yeah, it has a burst. Yeah, there's just like a rattle, like if you look behind it, kind of like, uh-oh, trying to, use that valve to make it stop. You can get squirted like twice. Your health will regen. Otherwise, if you look at that, ooh, hello, and get spurs, you're dead. Vents, yeah, the hunter is a monster who, emerges to the vents or its egg sacs in the nearby area. Yeah, here's some stuff. Like, here's the bridge area. And there's deck 7. That's the bridge. That's from 8 to 7. Look at the bridge. More bridge. Bridge. You can do all the other bridge. Okay. So yeah. There's 400 table-wise. Here's what's... Those are like, some rare items. But yeah, use those warning bad things. They're also a thing for some reason. If I go out, yeah. So there's escape routes. There's 3 of them. The helicopter, life raft, submarine. I can explain them very easily. The helicopter, you need bolt cutters so you can unlock one of the containers with near the helicopter that have the fuel thing, the refueling machine bobber. You need 2 things of gasoline to refuel the helicopter, which you pour into the thing you need to refuel. Yada yada yada. You also need a key to unlock and open the door of the helicopter, and you also need to cut the restraints with the bolt cutters, which you can see one right there. Life raft, you need a pump, duct tape, and a chain spool, so that way you can lower it down to the water after taping it, as you can see, and pumping it up, so it looks like that. Submarine, which is the hardest one. Like, I'll level them, but like the submarine, you need a fuse, you need a welding kit, you need a headlight, and a submarine battery. You also have to wait for it to be prepared to do stuff, and monsters always go nearby the room and whatnot, so it's a pain, but otherwise, life raft easy, helicopter medium, submarine hard. Those are the escape routes, pretty easy to say. Already looked at the ship. The items will be, so the mission items, light source, distraction, defense source, fire source, I guess, key, and items with other uses. Like, the duct tape would be, it'd be mission item and other use. Fire gun would be fire source and defense. Helicopter keys would be mission, chain spool, mission, other use, mission. I kind of said all of them. So yeah, if you could look at all of them, there's a lot of items in Monster Hunter. Hazards would be hunter traps, which you can come out of these egg sacs, cameras, vents, which are also a hunter thing, steam, and pit trap. We already kind of went through all those. Actually, I think of it. Yeah, it's all going to be there. So yeah, that's a lot of its stuff. Yeah, there's glitches in the game. There's patches, which are pretty cool. So yeah, second birthday update. Oh, that's right, I already have the upper one, 1.5.8. Never mind. So yeah, that's Monster 1. It's pretty cool. I like it. You should check it out. It's not free, but like, it's very good. Or at least watch YouTube videos of Monstrum. My favorite guy to watch would be I Calls Him Like I Sees Him. Here, actually on there, I'll put it in how to put him on. You will have to put in Monstrum, or it's going to show you some animal care guy. So, I calls him like I sees him. And I put in Monstrum Deep Dive on YouTube, and you'll find the guy. Actually, I think if I do this, yeah, I watched the second section and whatnot. It's pretty cool. So anyways, Monstrum 2. Yeah, Monstrum 2, it's currently the beta, or the almost beta, the closed beta, which I have pre-ordered the game. You can also sign up to play it. I was pre-ordering to get some cool stuff whenever the game comes out on launch. Otherwise, pretty soon, actually this Friday, of the time of 8/18, well, not 8/18 as time, but like as in August 18th, on August 21st, otherwise Friday of this week, it will come out for a closed beta, which you can still no longer sign up for after Friday, whenever closed beta is out. I don't think. Yeah, I already read on the Discord. But you can pre-order and then soon on Steam after doing some stuff. Sorry for those who want PayPal or use PayPal. It's not going to use it. But yeah, here's pretty much what the game's about. It says right here. Yeah, this game's all multiplayer. The game's focused on multiplayer. So far, for all I know, what everyone knows except for Team Drunkfish, but people who are not in Team Drunkfish's group of knowingness, there's only 2 monsters so far, which is the Bagra, which kind of looks like that thing above my cursor, and the Brute, but a different look on him. If we go on to Steam, actually, Yeah, I guess this would work. It's actually the trailer. I'm not gonna spoil it, but pretty much here's the look for the brute. If I could, yeah. So here's one of the looks for the brute. He's gonna have a lot of lava come out of his face, differently textured. I like this version of the brute. I like it way better. At first I kind of thought, okay, but then now seeing this more 3D modeled one and some other things, I am like, wow. So about this game, so if you look at that, bam, I think that's pretty cool. Him actually just running around actually like full speed. Oh my god. Yeah, you're prisoners on a sea fortress, no longer a ship. You're still in the water. There's a sea fortress. You have to kind of escape as well. As far as we know, there possibly is a submarine because there's a welding kit as well. There's also tape, so there might also be a life raft again. We're not really sure. No one's sure until Call of Space comes out, and then we can kind of take a look. Otherwise, with some of these, you can actually see like some of the items. So, fire extinguisher, camera flash, which I think that flashy thing was from the cool this part. Yeah, right there. Welding kit and tape. Another look at the brute. Nice, I will say. Another look at the brute. Oh yeah, this is what it looks like for humans. You know, you got your health, time, objective really, and some chat stuff. This is for the brute himself, which is red. He has no health because he cannot be killed. Because he can only, he can only, he's the killer. He cannot be killed or defeated in any way. You can just deter him. This is added to my wish list. Or maybe, oh wait, never mind. It's not signed in on my, Google. Anyways, yeah, this is Monster 2. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. Sea Fortress, a Bogor, is kind of like a small dog sort of thing. That's all I'm gonna say. The Brute, same thing, just different texture design so far. That can also be played by a person. It's pretty much a 4v1, with the one person being the monster, and the 4 being prisoners. And if you pre-order the game, you can get the original prisoner outfit, as in you're not gonna be a female who's bald and whatnot. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. Do not, try and cancel me or whatever. But yeah, this is Monster 2. I'm excited. I like this. I'm gonna say this: if they're gonna make a big franchise out of this, I like it. Now, I did mention this in the Discord, so those of you who are in the Monster Discord, or Team Junkfish Discord, and Team Junkfish and others watching this, sorry, I just want to say, just Junkfish, really amazing, just amazing. I like Monster 2. I am very excited for. Can't wait till this Friday, which is, I guess, technically since I'm out of school, I go by school time in about like 2 days, but really it's like 3 days because it's not 12 yet. This is 9:45, 9:46. I have a watch on. Yeah. Sorry, that's something my throat feels like. Sorry. I'm gonna say sorry a lot. So yeah, I am going to end this here. Like, subscribe, please. Hit the bell. Doesn't really matter. I don't upload that much, especially since it's been like 2 months since I've really uploaded. So that's the thing. But yeah, other than that, have a wonderful night, and best wishes to your endeavors. And Team Junkfish, you keep on working on this game, okay? I'm encouraging you. I'm gonna go encourage you on Discord right now. Bye-bye.